पेज से पर वो करती रहती है और पेज से
Okay, so let's see who shows me a very good pyramid and first. So I'll repeat, we have another 2 minutes to start. Before that, everybody has to make a pyramid, draw it on a book and show it to me on the screen. A pyramid. Not a triangle, a pyramid. And you know, when we start the presentation, we will keep everybody on mute. So in case you want to ask any question or you have any queries, you can put it on the chat box. And when we take a break for Q&A, we will unmute everyone and then you can talk. So you will not be able to talk in between, but only when we unmute you. So if you have questions, put it on the chat. And there are some kids who are drawing, you know, stuff on the presentation. It is good. You can continue to do that if you like. So, okay, I'm waiting for some pyramids, some good drawings of pyramids. Yes, I can see a few of the people who did it. Hey guys, don't draw pyramid on the screen. Huh? Pyramid you have to draw in your book and show me. Okay, good. I can see a lot of pyramids. Very nice. Okay, very nice. So let us start. So today we will talk about this topic which is called Mysteries of Egypt. Before we talk about Mysteries of Egypt, I will quickly introduce what is Me Too Kids Club, not more than 1 minute, so that those who are new, and there are a lot of people who have joined from outside Bombay, from Auroville, and from other parts of the country. So for their benefit, I'll just share what we are. So we are a group of around 100 families as members. We were started in 2015 by a family named after our son. Our objective is to expose kids to nature, adventure, and volunteering. Nature, because it is the ultimate teacher. Adventure is to take you out of the comfort zone. And volunteering, because we do everything without money involvement. The objective is to inculcate habit of active learning. And we leverage the entire ecosystem to provide that. And when the lockdown started, we launched a campaign called Corona During Corona. And in 21 days, we had more than 100 families who submitted more than 300 videos of different activities that children could do at home. And some of those videos are on our YouTube channel. So that's very briefly about us. I don't want to bore you more about it. About me, I am Dilip Jain. I basically work on 3 areas: education, entrepreneurship, and environment. So the topic that we have today about mysteries of Egypt, I've been studying for last around 6-7 years. I've been studying philosophy with a school called New Acropolis. So like all of you go to school, I'm also going to a school for 7 years where we study different civilizations, different symbolisms, different religion, past, ancient histories, ancient mysteries. And Egypt is one subject which has always been very mysterious and very attractive to me. So I thought, why not share everything or little bit that I know about Egypt. I don't know everything about Egypt because it is such a vast subject and there is so much mystery around it that nobody knows it. but whatever I know, I will share. The objective of sharing this is, at young age, if you as children can get little curious to know कि okay, world में ऐसा क्यों होता है, कौन करता है, then you can learn a lot of new things. I must add, I am not an expert on Egypt. So whatever I know is based on my study and some information which is available on net. You can get lot more to, further polish your knowledge. We will take 2 breaks in between for question and answer where you can speak. You cannot speak in between. So if you want to speak in between, you can do chat. नहीं तो हम जब ब्रेक लेंगे तभी आप बोलेंगे. ओके, और ये जो आर्टिस्टिक जो ड्राइंग कर रहे कोई भी स्क्रीन पे वो अवॉइड करो. नहीं तो मैं इजिप्ट के यहाँ पे फिर है ना, मैं जापान का कुछ बात कर लूंगा तो कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगा. So let's move on. What is Egypt? Egypt was earlier known as Kem, K-E-M, or black, which means black means the land of mystery. अंधेरा मतलब जहाँ पे कुछ दिखता नहीं, कुछ समझता नहीं, mystery है. So Egypt was known as Kem, black or land of mystery. Also, this word alchemy comes from Kem. What is alchemy? Some of you must be knowing it. Alchemy means a process in which anything can be converted into gold. Gold, सोने में convert हो सकता है कोई भी चीज through some process. By if somebody touch a particular thing, it gets converted to gold. So there are a lot of sayings that in earlier times a man had power to convert anything into gold, which was called a process of alchemy. Again, that comes from Egypt, chem alchemy. Egypt is, I would not say one of the most, but the most ancient civilization that we know of currently. So current humanity as humans, it is the most ancient civilization that we know of. And it is said that Egypt was 3 islands and it is linked to the lost continent of Atlantis. I don't know how many of you know about this, but once upon a time, many thousand years back, around 80,000 years back, there was a continent called Atlantis. And that continent was very developed. People there were very developed, far more than we are currently in terms of technology and everything. And that continent sunk one day completely. So let's see where this Atlantis was. You see this map, there is a star you see in the Atlantic Ocean between Africa and US. And there is a continent that you see below the star. We don't find this continent currently. But earlier this continent used to exist called Atlantis. Currently there are a lot of research which says that this continent is sunken and it is below the ocean. So it is said that when this continent sank, some people of this continent survived and they came to Egypt and started the current civilization or current humanity that we have. So I assume everybody is with me. Atlantis was a lost continent which sank around 80,000 years back. Some people from Atlantis came and started the current civilization or current humanity. They started from Egypt. Therefore, Egypt is supposed to be the first place or the origin of the current humanity. Again, not everything that I say is true because a lot of things, there are no scientific evidence. There are a lot of hypotheses around what I say because different people have different versions. Guys, somebody is painting, please avoid painting. When by seeing the painting, I think about Japan, not Egypt. Okay, so this was about, what is Egypt and how it started. Now let's move to the second mystery of Egypt. So there are 3 mysteries of Egypt that I will cover. One is about Nile River. Second is about pharaohs or gods of Egypt. And third is the biggest mystery of Egypt, which is the pyramids. So the second mystery, okay, can anybody tell me what is this? You can type your answer in the chat box. What do you see here in this image? We'll take 1 minute. You can type your answer in the chat box. Map, Egypt, okay. I'm looking for someone who can type the right answer. What do you see? It is a flower, it is a bird, it is a Google image of what place? But of what place? Yeah, mountain, river. Yes, pyramid, Nile. Okay, a lot of interesting answers. Is it also a bouquet, flower bouquet? Gift देने के लिए? Yes, so I see a lot of correct answers. Yes, many people are correct. This is, yes, this is River Nile. So this is River Nile when it merges with the, I think, Mediterranean Sea, Mediterranean? Yeah, when it merges with the sea. And Nile River is very unique. If you look at Nile River, it is very unique. It is in shape of a papyrus tree at the top, and at the bottom there is a lotus flower. So there are two flowers, papyrus and lotus. Yes, it is River Nile. So it looks like flower of papyrus and lotus. It is the only river in the world which moves from south to north. All other rivers in the world flow from north to south, but only river in the world which moves from south to north. Also, it is the longest river on earth. And very interestingly, you know, it originates in a desert. So desert में पानी कहाँ से आया नाइल में, कहाँ से originate हुआ? You guys should research. Also, there will be no life in whole of Egyptian region if there was no river Nile. And in ancient times, there was a god called Happy, H-A-P-Y. And this god Happy was associated with river Nile because whenever river Nile was flooded with water, when it was flowing, it used to make all the people in the region very happy because when the river is flowing, people get water, they can eat, they can grow vegetables, they can move around on boats and things like that. So they were very happy. Therefore, the river was called Happy. And because of this word happy, H-A-P-P-Y, the current word happy has originated. Happy means खुशी. हम जो current बात करते हैं ना happy का, वो originate हुआ है river Nile के god से जिसका नाम happy था. So this is river Nile. We'll go to gods of Egypt and then go to the biggest mystery pyramids. Guys, somebody scribbling on the screen. Can you please stop that? Or I can throw you out of the. Can I know who's doing that, so I can throw you if you want. Okay, so let's move on. Another thing for which Egypt is really well known is gods of Egypt, which are called pharaohs. Pharaohs are gods of Egypt, and all the ancient gods in the world have some way associated with Egypt. Also, very interestingly, all the gods of Egypt have half body which is of animal and half of human. For example, on the rightmost you see god Horus or Pharaoh Horus, whose mouth is like a falcon bird. In the left you see Sekhmet, which is a lion. So it is a god of lioness called Sekhmet, which looks, jiska head is like a lion. And in the center you see god Bastet, which has a face which is like a cat. So all the ancient gods of Egypt had face which were like some or other animal. The reason they had animal face was they were associated with ability of an animal. For example, Sekhmet had a face of a lion, which means she can be very dangerous and deadly. But gods are good also and bad also. Therefore, the lion did not have teeth. She was a lioness without a teeth. So while she is very dangerous, but she will not do any harm. So similarly, all gods had a lot of relationship with different animals. Also, there is very interesting story called Myth of Osiris in Egyptian tradition. I will not talk about the whole story. Like we have Mahabharata and Ramayana in India, in Egyptian tradition, Myth of Osiris is the Mahabharata. So if anybody is interested in knowing Myth of Osiris, you should do Google and read or see videos about it. It is like a Mahabharata of Egypt. But the most interesting god of Egypt is this one. This is a scarab or a dung beetle. It is found in the arid landscape of ancient Egypt. The scarab beetle is supposed to be the most ancient god of Egypt, and it symbolizes a good student. So anybody who is a good student is symbolized by a scarab or a beetle. So anybody who scribbles is not a good student. So he's not like a beetle. But everybody else is like a scarab. What is a scarab? Scarab is a beetle, a dung beetle. What is a dung beetle? I don't know if any of you know. Dung beetle is one beetle which feeds itself and rolls, makes a ball of a dung and rolls it over and over again using lot of astronomical principles of moon and sun. And after many times when it rolls the dung, one day it gets wings to fly. So after doing lot of hard work repeatedly over many months and many years in the sand dune, in the dung, one day it develops a wing and then it is able to fly. So what the scarab denotes is that if you do lot of hard work over a long time repeatedly, you will get wings to fly, means you will become very successful. And this was the most successful of biggest god in Egypt, which relates to all the students. So it relates to all of you. So we will take a 1 minute pause and I will unmute everyone in case somebody wants to ask question for things that we have done so far. Then we will go to the biggest mystery.
So your voice was cracking. What
Okay.
is this, Mama?
Egypt's
Anybody wants to ask any questions?
No, your voice was cracking.
you are not allowed.
Your voice is cracking.
You scribbling.
Those who are not asking, please yourself so that
This is a fish market.
can someone stop scribbling and can we stop the fish market so that people who want to ask questions
Right now,
पूछना है?
all are talking.
Continue asking questions.
Yeah, so you had asked that where did the river Nile originate you had asked that,
Yes.
and I had read this book, and in that it said that Ra, he was the sun, and he created everything, and he created the river Nile.
Yes, you are right. So there is a philosophy which says that there was a god called Amun-Ra who created everything out of nothing.
Yeah.
There is some philosophy to it. Yeah, anybody else has a question? If nobody has a question, we'll move on because there is someone who's scribbling. I don't know उसके parents क्या कर रहे हैं, उनको motivate करें scribble करने में कि नहीं करते. Okay, let's move on. So I'll mute you all again.
Okay.
Mute everyone, please. Okay, so okay, so let's move on to the biggest mystery of Egypt, which is the pyramids. Okay, pyramids is the biggest mystery of Egypt. And after listening or after hearing everything about pyramid, you will be surprised. Oh, ऐसा सब भी है pyramid में. And if you don't get all the answers, you try to search it yourself. So what are the mysteries of pyramid? You know, pyramid is the. Hey guys, yeah. Can someone please clear the screen? Somebody who's scribbling, please. Or their parents can pay a little attention. Okay, so pyramids. What are the special things about pyramid? You know, it is supposed to be the most ultimate temple in the world. Also, it is the strongest geometric shape. So pyramid is supposed to be the strongest geometric shape where it is big at the bottom but unites at one point in the top. So it is the ultimate temple. It is the strongest geometric shape and it unites at the top. PYR, pyre. Pyre means fire. So it means fire, and you know when it was built, it was covered with marble. So it used to shine like fire in the sunny desert. So pyre means fire. It was covered with marble and it was shining like a sunny desert. Also, it is a symbol of man. I will not get into why it was symbol of man because it is little philosophical and not relevant for kids. But it had 7 levels. So because of the 7 levels, 7 is a sacred number. It's a very special number in all religions because there are 7 colors, there are 7 musical notes, there are 7 chakras, there are 7 days. So 7 is supposed to be the most sacred number. Now, nobody knows how they built the pyramid because in those days there were no wheels, there was no steel. तो अगर व्हील नहीं है तो इतने बड़े स्टोन्स कैसे कैरी किए? क्या करना? Okay, guys, I will just share my screen again because of this scribbling. Things are not visible and some parent or some children are not taking care. So I will share the screen again so that it is clearly visible. Okay, so we have a clear screen now. Okay, so I was saying that 7 is a sacred number, and the way the whole pyramid was built in a time when there was no wheel or no steel, so nobody knows how it was built. Also, during those times, there were not big civilizations or a lot of people. There were only small tribes. And to make this pyramid, you need lakhs of people. So how did lakhs of people come? How did they make it? We don't know. Who carried these giant stones? Because each stone was around 2.5 tons. मतलब हर stone का वजन था 2,500 kgs. Now when each stone is 2,500 kgs, how was it carried? Nobody knows. And it was placed so accurately, so perfectly. Because पूरा इतना बड़ा pyramid बनाने के लिए इतना perfectly stone को रखा किसने? If you look at it, the volume was high, around 25 lakh cubic meter. And because weight of each stone was 2.6 tons, the total weight of the pyramid is 6.7 million tons. यानी कि 67 lakh tons है total pyramid का weight. मतलब there are almost 26 lakh stones. मतलब pyramid बना है ना तो 26 lakh stones से बनाया हुआ और हर एक stone का वजन था 2500 kg. So it was a big architectural marvel. I will show some of the photographs now before we see more mysteries. So just to summarize, it is the ultimate pyramid. It is the ultimate temple. Fire means fire. It is a symbol of 7 levels. Nobody knows how it was built. It was built with around 26 lakh stones. And there are some big mysteries associated with pyramid. For example, length of a side of a pyramid matches number of days in a year exactly. So if you see one side of a pyramid, it is equal to 365.24 cubits. One cubit or one royal cubit is equal to 1.86 feet, which is equal to 1/25 million of a pole diameter. Now, if you see exactly, it is 365.242 cubit long, which is exactly equal to 1 day in a year on Earth. So they made it so precisely. They made it so precise that it is equal to 1 year of the Earth. So was it accident or was it planned? Because it was made thousands of years back. Again, nobody knows how old the pyramids are. There are some theories which says that it was 4,000 year old, but there are some other theories which says it was 80,000 year old. Now nobody knows how old it is, but if it was 4,000 year old or 80,000 year old, there was no geometry, there was no mathematics, there were no scientists, there was no Wi-Fi, there was no computer, there was nothing, but they were able to do such precise calculation and make it equal to a year, one side of the land. Another mystery, the coordinate of pyramid is exactly 29.9792, which is equal to speed of light in the universe. Now, why did they make pyramid at a coordinate which is equal to speed of the light? Because it is said that it had some light energy. We'll talk about it. So the coordinate is exactly equal to speed of the light. Now, whether this was a coincidence or this was also planned by some forces or some people who had more intelligence than we have. There is one more mystery. It is aligned to true north. जैसे हम लोग वास्तु में आजकल everything is aligned to true north, or we say north star, and all the measurements of the pyramid correspond to equator to pole of northern hemisphere. So it is precisely measured to Earth's dimension. And most importantly, this slide. This is a very interesting slide. All the sacred monuments, all the sacred mountains in the world are in shape of pyramid. So we talk about Mount Kailash, which is very special for Hindus, or Fuji in Japan, which is special for Japanese, or there are pyramids in Peru, Teotihuacan, Mexico, or Penang. Now all these mountains are in shape of pyramid. So whether all the mountains were made by man or pyramid is also a mountain, we don't know. Also, it is said that all these mountains were once upon a time interconnected, like telecom towers. So currently we have telecom towers which are interconnected and send signal from one place to another. So all these ancient mountains were interconnected and were used for communication towers like we use telecom towers today. And it is said that they had geomagnetic energy. They were charged with geomagnetic fields for powering spacecrafts or alien spacecraft and also for teleportation of people. Now again, all this is said, there are not many evidences because this was a very ancient time when the whole pyramid was built. But if you look at this fourth thing, which I will just summarize again, that length of the side matches the day in a year, coordinate is matching the speed of the light, or measurement corresponds to northern hemisphere, or all these mountains are interconnected. Even today, it is said that all these mountains are at a certain distance through lot of scientific things which was done thousands of years back. So it is not random that Mount Kailash and pyramid and everything is at certain distance. They all have connected, and somebody did an exercise where they tried to draw all these big mountains and connect them, and they were with perfect dimension if you see on the map. In fact, there was one mountain also in Atlantis which was connected to pyramid. So this pyramid is supposed to be a charging station. It gets geothermal energy from the ground or from the earth. Also, one more interesting thing about pyramid is the latitude and longitude are at exact center. Therefore, pyramid is supposed to be the center of the earth. मतलब जहाँ से pyramid से अगर हम latitude और longitude draw करेंगे तो maximum land mass cover होता है. Not sea but land. So if you see the whole vertical line, it covers the maximum land. No other place on the earth will cover the maximum land. Similarly, when you see the horizontal line, it covers the maximum land. So whether you see vertical line or horizontal line, it covers the maximum land. Therefore, it is said that pyramid is the center of the planet Earth. Now there are few more things. This pyramid, if you see, so whatever you saw that there was use of lot of mathematics, lot of geometry, astronomy, astrology, architecture, engineering, technology, and much more than what we have today. So it is also said that even today, man with all its abilities and all the technological advancement cannot make another monument like a pyramid. It is so perfect, it is so huge, it is so superbly built that nobody can even build today. Even after doing say Burj Khalifa, we cannot build the pyramids today. And now imagine how did they build it so many thousand years back? Also, below the pyramid, there is a tunnel. Also, it is said that pyramids are aligned to the constellation of Lyre. Lyre is a constellation like Sagittarius and Aquarius. It's a constellation in the universe, and it is aligned to it. Also, there are a lot of people who say that pyramids. Again, I think somebody is doing yellow color. I don't like yellow color. Please stop it. I don't know how to make the person stop this nonsense. So, after listening to all this perfections, all these architectural marvels, astronomical marvels, we really wonder, were people when they built it, whenever they built it 5,000 or 70,000 years back, how were they? Were they a lot more advanced than we are today? Also, it is said that this whole pyramid was probably not built 4,000 years back. It has been claimed by scientists, but maybe 75,000 years back or maybe 11,000 years back. Also, nobody really knows whether it was built by man or it was built by some superpower or gods, because all the mountains are connected and they are charging stations and they are so perfect with the universal forces. So there are a lot of mysteries around pyramid, around river Nile, around the gods of Egypt, and everything in Egypt is mysterious even today because we don't know all the answers, including mummifications. So it's a very interesting topic to really explore, to understand why it was built, the way it was built, and really understand what happened when the whole thing was built. So with this, I will take a break here, and maybe if there are more question answers, I can talk about it. No, meet you unmute. Put yourself, whoever has a question, please stop, and who don't want
पिरामिड
to talk,
कैसे बना, क्या
answer
स्टोरी है उसके
muted.
बारे में पूरा बताएं.
Sir,
ज्योमेट्रिकल
scribbling.
चीज बनाया है. आधा तो सर के ऊपर से जाएगी.
Hey, everyone, how are you?
Yes, can you please?
Scribbling.
Scribbling.
Whoever wants to ask question, rest, keep do one thing. Whoever wants to ask question, put it on the chat box. Please mute everyone. Question on the chat, I will answer.
Sir, somebody was scribbling.
So, somebody is asking me, were pharaohs people or God? It is said that they were not exactly God, but almost God. They were so perfect. So nobody knows it, but probably they were God. What is the meaning of accurate? Accurate means perfect. Where is constellation of Lyre located? I don't know. You'll have to study it. Then, yeah, so there are a lot of things where the Egypt was annexed to the Roman Empire and all, but those are history of last 4,000, 5,000 years. But probably when the Egypt pyramid was built, it is said that pyramid was built near the bank of an ocean, because there are a lot of seashells and lot of ocean things found near the base of the pyramid, and the ocean did not exist in Egypt until 10,000 years back. So probably the ocean of the pyramid were built either 10,000 years back or even older. So they have not surely built in last 5,000 years as claimed, but they were much, much older, because there was an ocean when the pyramids were built. Okay, I don't know if there are more questions, because there are more comments saying stop scribbling than questions. Yes, so there were kings. So somebody is asking, were there kings? So pharaohs were in a way kings. They were the perfect kings. The mummies. The mummies were hidden. It is said that there was power to keep the essence of the soul alive even after the person is dead, and to keep that alive, they used to do mummification, so that person का body die हो गया, but उसका soul alive है, और उसके लिए वो mummy को रखते थे. Yes, so I did mention that Atlantis was probably much more advanced than what we are today. And it is also probably said that the whole pyramid was built by people who came from Atlantis, because nobody in the world can even build something like pyramid today after so much advancement. That means there was a civilization which was more advanced than we are today. And the last civilization which was so advanced was the Atlantis around 75,000 years back, when the continent sunk. So probably the pyramid was built by people from Atlantis. There are underground tunnels in under pyramids, and they were used for a lot of communication. How did they remove the brain via the nose? So brains are generally huge nervous systems. So nerves को निकालना easy है ना, बाहर वो धागे की तरह है, गुच्छे में से धागे कैसे निकालते एक एक करके, वैसा brain को वो लोग nose से निकालते हैं. Then, so this Atlantis, while people say it is a fiction, it is not a fiction. There are a lot of theories which say it is a fact. In fact, now when, because of lockdown, there are a lot of satellite images which people are able to take, and they're able to find this hidden continent under the Atlantic Ocean. So there are fictions, but there are also a lot of true stories. Somebody is asking, did archaeologists excavate the pyramid? Yes, archaeologists have excavated the pyramids, but they are getting, every time somebody goes to search pyramid, they are only finding more mysteries. मतलब एक और सरप्राइज उनको मिलता है, उनको पता नहीं चलता है कि ये सच है कि नहीं है, बिकॉज एक और सरप्राइज मिलता है, and they keep getting surprises, because under pyramids also they have found mummies, there are small rooms and various things they get every time they excavate it and they do searches. Pyramid was not covered by mazes, but it is said that it was covered by white marble, so it was very shiny. So Mesopotamia, somebody is asking, was Mesopotamia alive at that time? No, Mesopotamia came much later. So basically it is said that Egypt से current humanity का birth चालू हुआ, and all other civilizations, like in the first slide we mentioned that Egypt thinks that Greeks are their children. So people from Egypt went to Greek, went to Mesopotamia, went to India, went to different parts of the world and started the civilizations. So Egypts are supposed to be the grandfathers of the grandfathers. So I don't know if there are more questions. I would have loved to unmute and so that people can ask questions, but I think people don't understand that they have to mute themselves if they don't want to, and it is creating a lot of havoc. So better to type your questions on the chat. I will try to answer. Whether we are descendant of Egyptians, we don't know, but probably yes, because if the life after the Atlantis sank, if the life started from Egyptian, we are in some way, after 75,000 years, we are the descendant of Egyptians. Fish market है, but बच्चे लोग रहेगा तो थोड़ा बहुत fish market होना चाहिए, but at the same time parents have to be little more careful, not leave their kids, you know, like a crash and see कि बोले संभाल लो आप लोग, but it's okay. Yes, so somebody saying aliens came in the ancient period. So as I mentioned, all these pyramids in the world were connected through a geomagnetic forces, and the earth energy or geomagnetic energy were used by spacecraft. So there are theories which says that ancients used to come by using the energy of the pyramids, and therefore there was teleportation possible during those times. Again, I don't know, whatever I say is superstitious mythology, it is true because there are no scientific evidence. बट साइंटिफिक एविडेंस नहीं है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि सच नहीं है, सच हो सकता है बट हमने उतना डिस्कवर नहीं किया. What was the kings in the tombs? So in Egypt, if you see across the whole of Nile, there are various temples. Various means many temples across whole of Nile, and each temple is associated with one pharaoh, like we saw Horus or Sekhmet or Osiris or Isis or various things. And across the whole Nile, each temple was associated with a pharaoh, and they were all kings in their tombs. Yes, and each temple had their own power and their own secrets. Somebody is asking, is it true that mummies get up at night? No, mummies don't get up at night. But it is also that the mummy is just the body. The soul is always there, always alive. Somebody saying Sekhmet wasn't a pharaoh. Maybe you are right. It wasn't a pharaoh. I am not sure. I'll have to see. Okay, guys. So I think we are done. In case there are few people who are asking very interesting questions, especially Prati, Dhyana, Anandi. So I'm very good that they are asking interesting questions. I mean, they have done such. Josh, if you cannot ask, you cannot talk, you type your question here. I will try to answer. Okay, we'll unmute so you can ask the questions. Chalo.
Dilip Haji,
Why
did people put the treasures of pharaohs in the pyramid also when the pharaohs died?
Because to keep all the treasures, so that nobody takes the treasure. And it wasn't treasure in terms of gold. It was treasure in terms of the knowledge of the ancient world. So treasure दो टाइप के होते हैं, एक होता है gold and diamond, दूसरा होता है knowledge. तो वो knowledge कोई भी use करके किसी का नुकसान नहीं करे, वो बचाने के लिए they put all the treasures hidden, hidden. Okay. Yeah, we'll unmute everyone in case somebody wants to ask. Yes.
Uncle.
Yes, tell me. बोलो, एक बोलो.
To keep treasures because they had a myth, matlab they had a belief that when the king goes in the afterlife, He doesn't go out any wealth.
Yes.
He has some wealth.
Yeah, so they believe like life after death. So like after the king died, he used to be reborn in another body, and then he used to take all his organs from the canop jars, and then he used to get them back
So
in
very
his
true.
body. And
In most of the religion in the world, there is a belief of afterlife, that after a person is dead, born again, and it is said that we are born after 400 years. So every time we die, we are born after 400 years, and every time we are born, it means that we have to become better. Yes, ask.
How did
Bolo.
what did the mummies do?
Is there any evidence that aliens have visited?
Evidence of?
Dilip Baji, were aliens there?
Said that aliens were there. We don't know. It is said that in ancient world there was lot of power, and like we said that all these pyramids were connected with geomagnetic energy. It was possible to move from one planet to another. So there were people who were coming from other planets probably. I have not seen them, but I have heard that they were there.
So somewhere near aliens, there's like some kind of
I have a question.
place where there's try to believe in.
Why don't the government use the treasures to in the welfare of the people?
So always in all traditions or all civilization, there are good people and there are bad people. So while government will try to do whatever is required, there will always be some people who are thieves who will take the treasure and do bad things. So it's always like that.
I have a
Tutankhamun famous?
Yes, Anika, you asked question.
Oh, okay. But why was Tutankhamun famous?
Sorry, I didn't get that. Can you repeat?
The pharaoh Tutankhamun.
Yeah.
Why was he so famous?
So again, at different times, different pharaohs were famous. So it's not that one particular pharaoh was very famous. There was a time when Osiris was famous. There were so pharaohs came in different times, and during different times, the different pharaohs were famous.
And is
was
it
it
true
Tutankhamun
that
the youngest
बच्चों के लिए
pharaoh?
बहुत अच्छा है रे, थोड़ा बड़ा
Youngest pharaoh, I'm not sure, but I think it was Horus. I don't know.
Tutankhamun.
Maybe,
It was
yeah,
Tutankhamun.
maybe, yeah.
हाँ
Sorry, yeah, बोलो.
बहुत छोटा है ये चलो क्या क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं यार इंग्लिश में यार
और किसको कुछ पूछना है?
Yeah, do the closest descendants of pharaohs have like kind of powers to like see the future?
So it is said that all the descendants of pharaohs had powers, but when people started
जब ये
misusing
क्वेश्चन
those
नहीं करेगा ना
powers,
इसको सीखने का इंटरेस्ट नहीं पड़ेगा
अंकल आप आवाज बंद करके सीखने का इंटरेस्ट का बात करेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा. So yes, descendants of pharaohs had powers, but when they started misutilizing that power, the power was taken back. Again, all these gods that we talk about were not people; they were the power of the universe. So nature was the god, not any individual person.
do we know how the Egyptians vanished?
Egyptians didn't vanish, but how Atlanteans vanished. So it is said that Atlantis, when they got a lot of power, they become very egoist and they started misusing their technology and power. So the universe decided that they are not good people, तो पूरे Atlantis को डुबा दिया continent को और बोला अभी नया चालू करो.
But you said some of them went to Egypt.
Yeah, so there were some people who were left or who were slaves and who started the new humanity. So it is said that we are in fifth humanity. And every time the old humanity will go away and new humanity will start when people don't become very good. So we are in fifth humanity currently.
There is a myth, Dilip uncle.
Bolo.
There is a myth that some Atlanteans are down in water.
Yes, because if the whole continent
Yeah,
is in water,
there's a
they
myth
will
that
also
they
grow in
adapted
water,
to
right?
water, like mermaids, like
They
Probably.
live in the water.
Maybe.
Now
But
they live
nobody
in the
knows.
water. Don't know yet.
So I think there is lot of information available in on Google and internet. Again, none of the information is true. There are different versions, but when you study different versions and when you understand that it was so much aligned with universe and cycle, then there is obviously huge power who has made it. It cannot be simple man
Dilip
who has
uncle,
made it. Yes.
Dilip uncle, I have a question. Isn't Bermuda Triangle at the same place where Atlantis drowned?
No, Bermuda Triangle is on the other side. But it is said there was another continent which is near Australia called Lemuria or something, which was again much previous to that. But we'll not talk about it today. Yes. Okay, if there are no questions, we will close for today. If somebody has a question, you can send it to me on WhatsApp and we'll try to answer.
Sir,
So thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed it.
I think
bolo.
Samir Kotari or someone
Yeah.
is muted and he wants to ask a question.
And he should unmute and ask the question.
But
We'll
I don't
unmute
know.
him. We'll unmute him, yeah. Okay, bolo Samir.
Dilip uncle,
Ah.
as you said, there were very much houses on the shores of the river Nile,
Yes.
and as the river Nile flooded, so the houses may perish in that flood.
Yes.
So why did they like that the house would perish? And
See, in the complete history, people have always settled near the rivers because in olden days there were no cities. और रिवर के बाजू में तुमको पानी मिलेगा, खाना मिलेगा, एग्रीकल्चर कर सकते हो, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कर सकते हो. So all ancient civilizations, whether it was Aryan, whether it was whether it was Aryans, whether it was Egyptians, all people have always settled near the river because river was providing them food. Also in olden days they used to make kacha house of mud so that अगर flooding से house टूट भी है तो वापस नया बने. So houses were always temporary. Now we are making house in city which is away from river because we can transport the water through pipes. But in ancient, all the houses were always made near the river. Even Ganga River has so many people. Or Bangladesh has so many people. So even Bombay is, at the end of a river or near the ocean. Something like that, yeah.
thank you.
Okay, guys. So let's close
Who
it
are
here.
Aryans?
Sorry?
You said Aryans and some people.
So what I meant is that all ancient people used to do their civilizations near rivers because rivers से खाना, पानी, transportation सब मिलता है. Okay, guys, we'll close it here. Bye bye. Thank you. See you. See you next Sunday. Every Sunday 4:30 p.m. we will do one interesting topic. Last time we did biomimicry. This time we did. Next time we'll do some interesting topic. If you have a suggestion on topic, you can send it to us on the WhatsApp group.
No planets.
Okay, bye.
Atlantis. I've got a lot of things about Atlantis. But I've got a Journey to Atlantis book. Some of it cooked up, but I'm sure most of it's cooked up.
Your room sucks. Horrible state. I have been asking you both, align your papers. Please sketch pen is again on your sheet.
Should I leave the meeting, Mom? Should I leave the meeting? Leave
I'm
here.
hoping